Let's try it again. Check 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me now, folks? Oh, good lord. Don't you just love it when Discord derps on you when you want to go solo? The crazy part is, everything was going fine. There we go. Check 1, 2. I do apologize, ladies and gentlemen. Little loud? Uh-oh. Let me inform my restreamer Feasel that that was my derp. There we go. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen. What is... Every time I do a solo thing, you notice something's up. First time I did solo, I sounded like a derp. Now I got a better one. Nuff! And BigZeeff pulling a nuff. I think he just turned around and... no? Anyway. Back to the thing on the screen. And another one of the beta levels. Okay, so how you doing? I'm Matt AJ. How you doing? I'm an idiot. It happens every once in a while. And Pro is going to muscle the one of 2 auto scrollers in the game, in the randomized game. BigZeeff. Nice jump there. I think so, Brain. And of course, someone in the chat, are you pondering? Pinky, are you pondering what I'm pondering? I think so, Brain. But if we're in one of the beta levels, does that mean we're only going to be alpha? No. For a second, I thought it was on my end. Proa is echoing? Telling you, technical difficulties of clock here. BigZeeff gonna go through World 8-1. Proa in a massive lead again, going for some end cards. Probably gonna pick up a few items before getting to that second fortress there. I knew it. Give me a second, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your commentator for the evening. Let's try that again. Fiesel, I did put on some headphones. That's the problem. There we go. Let's mute that. There we go. And Pro gotta go through his first boss. Oh, and the ball is stuck in the floor, and it's a one. No, it's a 3-hitter. Pro gonna finish this first world. BigZeeff gonna take a hit. And BigZeeff, I think he's going to regret not checking his pipes earlier. Could be a rookie mistake. You never know. Could be first matchup jitters. Pro, on the other hand, got to get the big world, number 4. The land of the giants and the tunnel. Would have given him a generous offer, but it would have used a hammer, and he doth not have a hammer. So he has to go vanilla for the time being. Braun, on the other hand, picks up a leaf. BigZeeff finally through another level. He's going to go through a fortress, which is the Navy. And for those wondering, one of the big league strategies, if you want to make it here, check your pipes. World 6, World 7, World 3. World 3 is a big one. If you have a World 3 that goes straight to the island, the fictional version of Japan at the very end where the castle is, yeah, you might want to check that. Check that stuff out. Probably want to get that flower. BigZeeff goes to the castle. He's gonna hopefully meet Proa in this second world. Meanwhile, Proa taking the downtime, taking the lower level, the subterranean pit part of this particular level. I think it's worth saying that he did do this particular one in about what, 8 minutes, something like that. There you go. I'm telling you, Snafu City, everything's working fine until the Snafu. System normal, all, well, you know, up. Bro goes after a fire. Bro picks up a leaf. And BigZeeff joins up to score, but he's gonna have to play some catch up. Pro, on the other hand, there's some coin shifts on the map for BigZeeff. And Pro taking good advantage, solid advantage of some vanilla stars to get through most of that level. Ooh, some awkward Koopa placement, but makes it through, picks up a star card. BigZeeff gonna pick up a few items. What does he get at the beginning of the level? A couple of frog sleuts and a music box. They may come in handy. We have yet to see some underwater. We have seen some underwater levels earlier. Proa picking up a few levels, a few items as well. Makes his first mistake, and that's gonna be it. He picks up 3. Picks up a star and a frog suit. He could have had a hammer there, true. We'll find out. Oh, do we find out? It's a very good question. BigZeeff goes through that one level. Picks up a star card. We have our first fortress, which is the underwater fortress. From the second fortress from World 3. Once again, if you want to check out your stuff on the thing, you want to check your information, ! SMB3 for all the information, including how to play the game, what the tournament structure is. Of course, we're in the group stage right now. Pro 2-0. BigZeeff making his first game of the particular campaign and running through that very, very peculiar placed BigZeeff. And Proa. Now, this is vanilla in-world, if not in position, in this particular level. This would be World 4-3. In case you want to follow these two gentlemen on Twitch, links are in the chat as well. And if you ever fancy of trying to follow me right now, don't press exclamation C. But if you want to press that button, the link of that is in there as well. I swear to God, my production levels are way better than the snafus. Usually. Pro goes for that, goes to the second half, and notices that coin boat as well. Takes down a giant hammer, brah. And picks up a hammer, brah. Does he go after the coin ship? He's thinking about it, I would assume. I think he wanted to power up, but no. Lowest for it only picks up a few coins. This is usually an easy one up. I think Pro was trying to look see if he could do a double kill with the hammer, but he picks up a music box. Useful if you want to put the piranhas to sleep, or just make later levels a little easier. And another beta level here. I think that makes it 3. No, that makes it 4. 3. Pretty sure it's 3. Makes it through that. BigZeeff got to go through that same fortress. Finds the same underwater level. And probably got to go through his second fortress here. And forgive me, I'm a little silent. I may be wrong on this. But isn't that the Vanilla Fortress? You could correct me in chat. Makes quick work of that work and advantage of that boom boom. Makes it through it. He's got to go for another item hunt. And remembers, picks up 1. That's 1 mistake. He has 1 item now. Has 2. We'll have a 3. Will he clear it? No, he won't, but he will clear it the next attempt. Picks up another music. He's got 3 music boxes. I think. I did. That is the Vanilla Fortress. Thank you, Paraduck. That one makes... Very rare in this game you find the vanilla places, like in-world. It's an uncommon occurrence that you have it in-world but on position, but they have both in the randomizer. I would think that's a rarity right there. But Pro will go through his second, and it's a one-hit wonder on that one. Clears up the second world. 1551 so far. Good boy. This ought to be good. Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. Ha! Hey now, you are not an all-star. I'm talking to the king, of course, but we'll... BigZeeff gonna pick up a hammer from the hammer barrage. And we have World 1. And he breaks out the hammer, does proa, skips right through that. And I think it's not going to be too much of a regret. That's World 6 level, which, it can be a little tough for those damn ice physics. Of course, it's been brought up in the chat already, but what if it is today we see the frog suit versus the Bowser at the very end of the game? We will find out. Meanwhile, that's 2 star cards. This is going to be a lightning quick World 1. And again, in position and world, we have a vanilla 1/6. How interesting is that? I'm smiling. And of course, some P strats. Make some extra coinage if he wanted to, but he's not going to go for it. He's just going for this quick kill. Thus, Pro only picks up a 1-up. He's got 8 lives, though. He's fairly set. Both players still playing very well. BigZeeff only taking a couple of deaths. What does he fancy, bro? He takes a star. Takes down the hammer bra. Picks up a mushroom for his trouble. Always useful in a thing, yeah. So we had an attempt earlier. I did not watch that particular game, but I'm catching up on my stuff. There was a lot of matchups today, so the videos are going to be sparse all over the place, but it's all over the Speed Gaming Network. And Pro going to make quick world of World 1. And misses a hit, but he's gonna lose his soup. He's gonna lose it, but he's gonna lose his leaf. But it's gonna pick up World 3 or number 3. He's gonna be moving on to World 4. BigZeeff, meanwhile, gets to the fortress and gets to the airship. Welcome to Movie Phone. I wonder if he wrote down, "Welcome to the jungle, we have fun and games." You know, because, well, we have every kind of game you want. Hell, we even know the names. I goofed up on the lyrics. That's what happened. World 5 is up next for Pro. He tried to get that clip going. It could not. He's going to have to go through, or at least he's going to attempt going through World 7-1. The vanilla route. Meanwhile, BigZeeff done with that world. He's going to see World 1. Will he do the same strats, I wonder? He's going to break that lock. Does he know he can break? He knows. Here we go. Good idea there. Someone asked BigZeeff if he knew of that tunnel. Ooh. It's going to be very interesting to find out. Meanwhile, Proa. Ooh! I don't think he's going to regret taking his time there. With that, ooh, gets caught by the Paragoomba with the kitties. That Paragoomba. Too sneaky! pair of Goombas. Ooh. Sneaky, sneaky was that particular 1-7. We have another end card, and Pro's gonna clean that up. Pick up 2 more items, and we'll be done here. What does he get, I wonder? He's not gonna check now. Oh, he's gonna check. Frog suit and a cloud. That's gonna help in the later stages, I'm sure. Now, I don't think he's got an extra hammer, which is going to make the path through the sky part of World 5 a little longer than expected, but we'll see. I believe I did see that hammer, but... Meanwhile, probably making good time in the maze. Gets through it, goes up, goes down. Gotta pick up another power-up, another star. And gets through it, gets the tunnel. Gets it done. He's got another mushroom card. He's going for 2 up, or he's, at the very least, he'll get half of that, 1 up, in the next action level. As unless he chooses to go for the fortress, but we shall find out. Goes through World 3 and picks up... And gets a star first trouble. Let's see what we have here. Meanwhile, BigZeeff going through the Hammer Bros. And it's going to pick up his mushroom. He has 2 hammers, so he has 1 hammer left, I think. Thank you, Paraduck. Now, of course, everything is randomized, all the levels. Well, in this particular game, most of them, we had 2 in vanilla position, but all the items, all the placements, all the end cards, when you match them up, you don't get the item on the card, you get an item. Of course, anchors are supposed to be 100% random. They are a wild card, however, more often than not, in this particular group stage, they have been anchors. Fred has said that he's working on a patch to see if he can get that 100% random. Meanwhile, Zeeff forgot to change that up, but he's got to make it through his 4th world. We have 2 Hammer Bros, and now, excuse me, while Proa touches the sky. Oh, get your command links, folks. A wild Tanuki appeared. Enemies are random. Everything is randomized. Except there's a few levels that are kept in vanilla position, including this Spiral Fortress, which is the one connecting link to World to Arnie Pie in the Sky. And of course, all the auto-scrollers, as you have noticed, are de-auto-scrolled. And there's a Fishy, there's a Bertha. Trying, ooh, BigZeeff getting caught by the Kumba. And probably gonna go through that lock. And the star just bounces away, but it doesn't matter, we have a hammer. Solid trade. Pro is working really good, and BigZeeff with a nice Koopa jump there too. And we have the World 3 for Part 2 Fortress. Fortress Part 2. And here we go again. Pro taking good care of that. Ooh, to think of it, BigZeeff is actually doing a very good run. Like, obviously, my focus has been more on Pro simply because he's in the lead right now, but... Ooh. How much of a race would it have been if BigZeeff had remembered to check his pipes. Whew. I wonder if that will be a point of contention for him for the next couple of days. We shall find out. We shall find out. Meanwhile, probably going through that fortress and gets world 1-3. He's got to fly over it for a little bit. And lands right about there. Another big hammer, brah. Some big enemies. And Pro's going to go backstage, see if he can pick up an extra item or two. Well, it's only one. It's where the whistle would be, but they've been removed from code. So, this ain't no whistle, folks. It's a fire flower. Useful for one-shot killing a few boomerang bros. Meanwhile, we have an airship. And Muka in the chat. Anything can happen. That is very true. We have seen wars. And BigZeeff, other than that one major goof up, I want to call it a mistake. I want to call it more of a goof up. But he's been doing some good times. Maybe one mistake here and there, maybe one death. And Proa made a quick work at a one-shot kill from Roy there. He's got to go move on to world number 5. And BigZeeff, that one goof up, that one oversight is costing him big time, but we will see. Fabulous day, Kalo Kale. And picks up another hammer. I saw that hammer. Oh boy, we can break a lock here. We have 2 more hammers. And probably got to tunnel his way, got to break up nut. Yes, he is. Goes straight to the pyramid. And skips over. Ooh, that's a risk. He has to do one take Jake. This next one. Ooh. This randomizer has been mighty generous to Proa. Can he get it done? He does, and it's another one-shotter. Born goes down in one hit, folks. He is extending his lead. And we have yet to see World 3 and World 7. How generous are those 2 worlds going to be? Ooh. We have a lightning quick seed here going, or at the very least, the hammers are. And that was a smooth. And we have World 3. We'll check pipes. How hype is this seed? You can bring it hype enough if he wants to. No, hype enough if he wants to break a. Ooh. Now he doesn't have enough hammer to go through 2 pipes, but he'll have to go through the vanilla route at least for the first third of this level, or first part. And World 7-2. Ooh, the spread of the enemies. Not exactly. Ooh, boy. That one piranha stuck right there. Well, those piranhas only show up in World 6. So that is beautiful jumpage here, avoiding that gap. I'm probably going through that. BigZeeff, excuse BigZeeff while he kisses the sky. Oh, hi, fishy. And Human Mustard was like, I hope 37 takes 30 minutes. Oh, how trolly would that be? Oh, hey, we have some screen lag. Not on our end, just the Vidya game. Proa making good time on some of these levels. And BigZeeff is no slouch. Maybe a couple of random deaths here and there. But Proa just going through these levels nice, smooth, and clean. He's gonna see a fortress. And Paradox. Ooh, a vanilla World 7. Well, we're not gonna get a completely vanilla World 7. Oh, I spoke too soon for Proa. Now he's been thinking Cloud Time. Oh, P-Wing. That'll work. And one attempt through that, and I was like, nope, screw this stuff, I am out. Makes it through that extra level, shave some extra time there. I don't think he necessarily needed it, he could have just warped his way through it, but picks up a star card. And BigZeeff not going to regret using that star and Jugum's Cloud combination to pick up that extra hammer. And the good news here is you clear a hammer bro. That's as good as clearing a level. And Pro almost picked up an extra 1,000 points for that mushroom. But not going to do it. Again, more P-Wing strats on a level on a fortress that isn't exactly the most popular. Then again, name me a fortress that is popular, necessarily. Other than the first of World 1 fortress. BigZeeff goes through world. So that will refer through Roy like butter. Meanwhile, Proa. Boom. A boom. A boom. And again, excellent placement to make that extra quick there. Save him some time. And we've opened up more tunnelage. Alright, now let's see if we redeem ourselves. Oh no. Oh no. Well, that's a thing, folks. Can't, And, what is he thinking of doing here? I know he picked up a hammer somewhere. Is he gonna break? Yeah, he's got it. Yeah, he picked up an extra hammer. He's gonna break that lock. Oh. And the fortress is not exact. Oh no. You know, for a second I thought maybe I should talk, maybe I shouldn't. We have a I think it would be fair to say that instead of Hawaii, you know, clear sandy beaches and nice and clear, and you walk in, it's that one cruddy beach, you know, at that lake that everyone says is nice, but it's full of sticks and rocks. You know, that one lake? That one, like crummy lake? I mean, the view is nice, but the beach is just, ugh. You know, probably taking advantage of the extra boost, but he's gonna have to go through small Mario to get it done. Boom. That's 2. Oh, beautiful. And again, taking advantage of the scenery to make the end game quicker. Now, he's gonna have to go through 2 more action levels. That tunnel will be vanilla, I hope. Damn well better at this point. And human mustard in there, you know, mentioning how screwed he gets if he doesn't have a hammer. He's got 2 more hammers. I know that. I saw he's got 2 more hammers in inventory at the very least. And there is a hammer brother if he chooses to go after it. And once again, we have a beta level. And Proa gets it done in nice clean order. We'll pick up an extra life. Again, it's one of those situations where, you know, BigZeeff, great player, maybe a couple of goofs-offs, a couple of deaths, but Proa is going through the same thing. He's P-winging that fortress, and I don't think I blame him, and there we go. Off to meet the Wendy. Now, the interesting thing is you saw the hit level, the hit points for the Koopalings very differently, and the ability to ground and pound and stun lock for a few seconds is randomized as well. So do we have a Wendy with the maximum of 5 hit points and the ability to ground pound and jump high? Yep, with ground pound. We have the stun locker, which is not as good as the foot locker. But it's only a 3-hitter, so that is okay. BigZeeff picking up a Jugnum's Cloud on his end. He's in there right now on the beach. Oh, wow. He made it through the beach. I did not see that. Zeeff is catching up. He had those extra hammers, and he used them. Ooh, money's for nothing. This game's for free. And we have a frog suit horde as well. And now we have Vanilla World 7 at the very least. The 7th level is the 7th world. And the tunnelage is... we'll see. There is some skippage. But is it good in the long run? We will see. Meanwhile, Proa, gotta pick up an item, gotta pick up himself a star. A star for a star. Basically, free level. Or quick level in this case. Checks the tunnels again. And gets caught. Chattanooga. He's gonna have to make his way through another fortress to find out more. And how weird would it be that all he had to do to beat this world is World 1 and then another tunnel and then right to the end. Checks the item box, sees a fire flower, says, I don't needs it. And boom, boom, bouncing around. But gets too close. And again, Proa taking advantage of the scenery. Again, making great time here. The seed was nice and butter. But then it got frozen. And the tunnel edge, not exactly. Ooh. The tunnels are not exactly very nice right now. But we have a World 2-2. So he'll make through that in quick succession, but not before a Micro Goomba takes his flight abilities. Meanwhile, BigZeeff taking care of that airship, excuse me. You know, I get the feeling that no, you never mind. Ooh, takes care of Lucky 2 with that invincibility strat. And that's a beta level for those wondering, I think. And Lucky 2 wanted to get one more, but he ain't gonna get it. BigZeeff going to join us in World 7 shortly. Considering the seed so far, pretty good. A little extra trolly though in the last couple in this particular world. I guess you could say, and then World 7 happened. I want my SMB. Money's for nothing. This game's for free. Money for nothing. The peach is free. There we go, and Proa. Another boom boom that goes boom boom and kaboom. BigZeeff. Gonna try to make his way. He's gotta figure his way out of here. Meanwhile, probably going through a second piranha going through a star. Ooh, nice maneuvering. There's one little Koopa, but he'll avoid that and pick himself up another item, which is the P-Wing. And now, the last fortress, the last airship of the day, which is a World 1 fortress, which Proa easily maneuvers through by P-winging it. And there's Wolfgang von Koopa. And a 2-hitter to round off our Koopalings. So we have not had a 5-hitter. Interesting. The Koopalings, all things considered, were simple. Not easy, but with the right usage of things, easy enough. There we go, and we have World 8. And now HE double hockey sticks. We have a tank to go through first, and it is the World 2 Pyramid. Ooh, and a Micro Gooba that got frisky. And a Vanilla Leaf. How about that? Pro was going to try to fly, but that Piranha Plant said, nope, you're not going anywhere here. But Pro is going to, again, making good speed on some of these levels. Now, how hype is the HE double hockey sticks going to be? I must wonder. Meanwhile, Pro picking up a 5-star Frog Splash 5-up. Not that it's necessarily necessary, but something to use something that could be useful in the long run. Meanwhile, Proa going through the tunnel, we get the hand bridge, but the shortcut of the hand bridge, which leads to the map. Did he run out of hammers, or is that not the way he wanted? Well, obviously his next strategy is what's behind door number 2, and we have the tank, the army, and again in world, but just one off of position. And Pro is gonna go through that. Gonna kill the boom boom. Oh, wait, that's not. He's gonna kill the boom boom, unlock that tunnel, and here we go again. And the Dark World. He's got a free pipe to check after that. He gets the other end. So he's going to want to go check the action realm of number 2. Now, does he want to go through the wall jump? No, he doesn't. And I apologize, this was the part where he could go on top. Not earlier. I've been mistaken. Meanwhile, Proa Meanwhile, BigZeeff on the right, gonna make his way to World 8. This, I think at this point, this is proa to lose. But BigZeeff catching up big time. Now, he's gonna want to check his pipe, but how much pipage does he want to check through? I've seen people play through this game and actually go through to take care of both the two tank and boat levels, just to see what the layout was before proceeding forward. But we shall see here. Meanwhile, Pearl going through 1-5. Nice and easy. And now we have tunnel number 2. And number 3 or 4. Here's been a few. He's going to find the other end of the hand bridge, folks. The hand bridge was indeed necessary. Ooh, and we have one of the hand levels is... Oh. We have a truly World 8, folks. This could be sub 55 if the hand bridge is generous. I think at this point, considering the level layout and everything, this was a good start, but you ran out of speed lube. And another hand bridge, 2 out of 3. But it is World 2, 1-2-1, and a boss bath gulps him. Where do you think you're going? He's gonna P-wing it, and I do not blame him. Because most of that is on the floor. Meanwhile, Proa. I can't say I blame him. Boss Bass or Bertha, whatever. Gulp! Where do you think you're going? And BigZeeff gonna use one of his frog suits. And had some traction with the frog suit, but that's about it. Meanwhile, Pro going through the World 5 fortress on the ground. Had a free leaf, had a free 1,000 points, but he's gonna skip that for now. Meanwhile, BigZeeff going through the ice fortress of Slippery Doom. And actually proceeds very nicely through it. A little traction problem, but he takes care of Boom Boom. So does Proa. In nice succession. And at the end of the hand bridge, we will eventually find the thing. Here we go. Last fortress of the game, and oh, it's the 8 fortress. It's the World 8 fort. Ah, boy. Though Proa is proceeding through the maze that is the 8 fortress fairly well, only taking one hit, obviously, because he just wanted to speed run it. Can't say I blame him. And Proa taking care of the last Boom Boom of the game fairly quickly. And he is done. Now, I seem to remember he had a hammer suit, I think. No, he did not. We did not pick up hammer suits, so we will see a vanilla Bowser here, folks. Unless we miraculously spawn a hammer suit in the last few moments of this particular level. Now, at this point, if you know where you find your 1-up, you're pretty much at unlimited tries for this. But he's not going to get the 1-up. He's just going to use that to clip his way through the wall. And a little bit of bad timing. Recovers nicely, though. And Proa bounces away. He's going to want... No, he's going to go through it. Small Murray through the top level, through the hard way. Meanwhile, BigZeeff trying to make his way. I think at this point, does he know? He knows. And the hand bridge is not going to be generous to him. Meanwhile, Proa takes on the King of the Koopas. If I remember correctly, I think he knows. Yep. The hitbox, the head. And he avoids it, bounces him around. Koopa not exactly being generous, but BigZeeff going through. One of the hand levels was another beta. If I remember correctly. Beta for World 1.5. And Proa. All he needs is one more hit, and he gets it. 51 is going to be the end time. He's going to be the winner. With an unofficial on-screen time of 51:38. That was the unofficial time. Throw up your GGs, by the way. Why not? Beautiful runnage. Let's see if we can get Proa in here. Proa, come on in. Let's see if we can get Proa in on the action real quick. As BigZeeff goes through the World 5 fortress on the ground. And we are joined by proa007. GG, good sir. 51:38 unofficial.
Not bad. Not bad.
That seed was a little trolly towards the end.
A little bit. I didn't guess right on World 3, but, I decided I'd take 2 pipes versus 1.
I think at this point you did it was a sound strategy. You want to open up your world as much as possible, which is a smart strategy, just not the one that would have gotten it quicker. But
right.
Meanwhile, BigZeeff made the one mistake at World 6. Did not check his pipes.
Oh,
nah. He's at the second to last level of the game, which is the World 8 fortress. He's at the tank, but that you had, I think, a solid 5-minute lead at one time, and then BigZeeff just muscled his way through it, and he's starting to catch up a little bit. But
yeah, I was when I made that mistake in World 3, that was like the only thing I was really concerned about, because I didn't think overall the seed was too awful.
You had a couple of you had a bunch of hammers that helped you get through. You went through, let's see, World 2 you went through with little to no problems.
Right.
World 3 was probably your weak point, but then again that was fairly quick as well.
Yeah.
World 1, you blew through that, and it was like butter,
Well, and
let's put it this way. It was as smooth as the opposite of my first 5 minutes of doing comps tonight. That's how smooth it was. I'm telling you, snafu city on my end there, but we got it working.
Well, there you go. But overall, I was quite pleased. The one problem I had in my first 2 races is I had terrible starts in both of them. I really just couldn't get anything out of the opening. You
had a good start with this one, though.
Yeah, this time I finally was able to overcome the early jitters, and I got some good levels to start with, and even the bad ones, like 8-1, weren't too bad for me.
8-1, you went through it just like that. So
yeah,
again, no no big deal. You went through the easy ones like butter. The tough ones, you just have the right tools for the job.
Right, and the ones that have given me problems of late, like 6-6, the underwater level, no problem.
Yeah.
5-8 early on, no problem. Was able to take a hit from the Lakitu as I'm sprinting to the exit. It's like once I got out of the first world, I felt like I'd really found my rhythm, and I was ready to, I think, run through it.
And BigZeeff's going through some issues, I guess you could say. He actually took a couple of deaths in that fortress. He's just getting to boom boom.
Yeah.
Again, I think first game jitters probably might be the issue, but
could be.
Could be. But beyond that, he just took down boom boom. He's gonna make it through fortress. I don't remember seeing a bunch of hammer suits.
I didn't have a single one all night. Even Tanuki suits were few and far between.
Bunch of leaves, bunch of fire flowers, a lot of music boxes.
Yeah.
It was pretty generous on the hammers. I believe I saw 4 or 5. If my count is correct.
I think. Let's see. I used 1 in World 1.
Yeah.
2 in World 2. 1 in World 3, and 1 in World 5. So yeah, 5 hammers. So
5 hammers. So in general, a very generous seed as far as the level progression. I know you had a couple of clouds. You skipped through a couple of levels.
Yeah.
Fairly easy. And BigZeeff have to go through those.
Yeah.
Good call.
I generally find that the seed tends to even out somewhere. If it's it's really long at the front, it tends to shorten up at the back, and vice versa. Oh, they're pointing out and Mustard's pointing out I used a 6th hammer in World 8, which is correct.
So we had 6 hammers.
Yeah.
But that was a good idea, breaking that extra lock to open up.
Yeah,
of course. Again,
of course, I had to go through the whole world, which was
smart strategy. I thought first, like, oh god, hammer bridge the hand bridge might be necessary, and it was.
Yeah, and apart from Boss Bass in 2-1, where he seems to be making his new.
Oh, that boss! I saw that at HO. Where do you think you were going there? Ugh, rough.
It's kind of quasi-intentional. It's like, okay, it's like I missed the jump the first 2 times. Like, okay, I'll just take the quick death and choose a P-wing, because I knew I still had 1 in reserve. So I was like, I'm not going to screw around. It's like, because I done a little research on my on BigZeeff, and I knew his times were really good in Warpless, so I wasn't taking it for granted.
Meanwhile, BigZeeff completes it unofficial time at 57:46. And again, you had a 5-minute lead, and then he had a couple of deaths at the he caught up. He was about 2 minutes behind you, then ran up a little bit of trouble with that last fortress before hitting Bowser's Keep. But again, not a bad seed, just trolley at the end. We'll see if we get BigZeeff in for the.
I just confirmed his worst fear. He.
I forgot that there was a fight. Yeah, he just confirmed it. There it is. Ah. Do we have a BigZeeff?
Yeah, he's in the chat.
He's in there. Now I got to do this one-handed because I have to hold the button to talk. There we go. Do we have an interview with BigZeeff? So our fears were realized. He did indeed forget.
Yeah.
Looks like he's setting up.
Yeah.
There he is, and joining us, ladies and gentlemen, BigZeeff, GG, the 57:46. Not a bad first run considering.
No, I did way better than I'd done before. I was pretty happy with that.
I think the one mistake that I noticed, and I think everyone just like, oh no, I think a lot of people are going, oh, we're just heartbroken. That World 6 pipe would have saved you at least 5 minutes right there.
Dude, I totally forgot there was that pipe over there. It's like I remember there was one that was near a lock and one that was near like a bridge. And I totally forgot there was that other one, but it's all good.
Yeah, you got a 33% chance that it paid off this time.
But you two had a smooth seed, and then World 7 happened.
Yeah, I think I took the long route if I remember correctly. I don't know.
Yeah, and Pro was having a hard time with it too. World 7, because otherwise you were probably looking at about maybe not sub 50, but you were looking at sub 55 at the very least.
Yeah. If I hadn't guessed wrong on World 3, I would have broken. I'd have had like a 47, 48 minute run. But such as it is.
Such as it is. That's what it was, and the hand bridge was not exactly treating you.
The two levels they gave me at least were really short.
Mm-hmm. And again, no, you guys got some generous hammer.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I used every single item by the end of that.
Yeah, you discarded them music boxes.
I wanted to get rid of those.
Yeah. You had those music boxes. I think we had like 4 music boxes, 4 or 5. I know I saw 3, at least.
I just love the music.
that interlude music is quite relaxing in its own way.
Calms me down.
Yeah.
So, Pro, that was your last one, right?
Yes.
That was your last one. 3-0. You're undefeated in Group D.
Oh. You know, this is my first actual tournament, and I never thought I'd finish 3-0 in my group. I would have been happy just to win 1 race, but
we tried to stop you, but we couldn't.
And you came close from the sound of it. I mean, one move here or there, and who knows? There were a couple of levels. I was playing on the knife edge. 6-6 was always brutal, and I just managed to get away with it. 7-1, I was like, I was a Paragoomba away from dying. But no, I was very pleased overall with this run. Even though it wasn't my fastest, it was, I thought, very good without, too many terrible mistakes.
Yeah, this was definitely my best run of this randomizer so far. I haven't gotten to play it too much, but that's the first time I ever got sub-hour, so...
There you go.
Maybe I'm learning.
Yeah.
There you go.
You had 2 more matches to sharpen your skills on.
And considering this is your first official run, not bad. Not a bad time.
No, it was good.
I'm looking forward to the next ones. It should get interesting.
Yeah, should be interesting. I heard tell that they're taking away the hammers, maybe. That's a maybe.
At least maybe they'll nullify the hammers breaking the locks. You got to play the levels semi-legit.
Maybe.
That's
Beyond that, boys, you got anything else to add to that particular seed?
No. Boss Bass is a troll.
Yes, it is. Yes, indeed, it is.
Yeah, there was nothing impossible. It was pretty easy in comparison to other seeds I'd practiced before, I thought.
Yeah, it's like the front was the easiest one I've had so far in this tournament. Once, like, that really kind of helped to get my rhythm going.
Well, that being said, GG, gentlemen, good time. Of course, for those watching the thing online, of course, I just put up the thing on the chats. You can follow the runners, twitch.tv/proa007 and twitch.tv/BigZeeff. Follow this entire channel, the network, the Speed Gaming Network, twitch.tv/Speed Gaming and twitch.tv/Speed Gaming 2 through 4. Plenty of stuff. There's a Zelda Randomizer. There's Super Metroid. There's Mega Man. There's a ton of stuff to watch on this. And of course, Random Mania as well, but mainly here. And of course, if you fancy my talking for the last, I don't know, minus 5 minutes, 50, so about 55 minutes there. Twitch.tv/RVT Entertainment. I swear I do not have those technical snafus. Yeah. Apparently I was muted for the first 5 minutes of the run.
keeps the suspense.
Discord was not liking me tonight because didn't want to acknowledge I have a Blue Yeti, so it didn't want to acknowledge my plugging the headphones into that. Didn't want to acknowledge the mic working, and then when I got the mic working, it was giving me echoes.
Yeah. But it all worked out.
It all worked out. That being said, on behalf of the two gentlemen, of course, on behalf of proa007 of BigZeeff, my name's Matt J. Thank you very much for tuning in and saying hi. We'll talk to you later. You have a good night.
Thanks.
Night, everybody. I love you.